Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. I hope you're all doing well today, you and your families. My name is Luqman. Welcome to another GTGD quick tip tutorial. And this time around, I want to just talk about, when you click in a 2D world, click somewhere, where is that? So where is it in the world space? So translating from the screen coordinates to the world space. And in this example, I'm just going to instantiate a cube at the location wherever I click. So I've got this test game object set up. I've got my script, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to start entering into the script and while building it up. So first of all, I need my prefab, so public game object, and it's just going to be prefab to instantiate. And then, I want to capture the 2D coordinates of the mouse cursor on the screen, right? So the mouse position when you click. So I need a vector 2. So it's going to be a vector 2, and it's going to be called, mouse click position. If I spelled that correctly, mouse click position. And, I'll just put in here a comment as well that these are pixels. They are in pixel coordinates. So it's pixels on your screen, pixels on your screen. Okay, so next thing is a vector 3, which is going to be the world coordinates. So this is going to be the position that I'm going to place the object at. So I'm going to just call this like world click position. So it's translated now. World click position, just made up that name. And the last one is you're going to see it's in a 2D flat surface, right? And I'm going to be placing an object into a 3D world. So I need something to do something about the Z depth, right? So float, I'm just going to say Z depth position is equal to like, say 10. Let's put in a number like that. And actually, why don't I just talk briefly about that? So if you go to your main camera, so the whole translation is done through the camera class. And if you just look, the camera's at a position of -10. So basically, when I'm going to click, with a Z depth position, it's going to be added to that -10, and it's going to be 0. So any object placed will be at a Z position of 0. And you'll see that in action shortly. And so my first method here is void check for player mouse input. I'll just fix that right there. Void check for player mouse input. And the next one is, I'm going to call that, call another method here, and that's void place prefab at 2D click position. Right. And right, so in this one, I'm going to say the mouse click position is equal to input dot mouse position. All right. And why don't we just put in a debug.log here, not a log error, saying, this is the mouse position in pixels plus mouse click position. Okay, very good. So now it's just the world click position. So the world click position is going to be equal to camera. You're going to use the camera class .main, and that's just main camera in the scene. It's got the tag on it. There we go. It's got the tag main camera, so that's how it knows. So coming back here, camera.main screen to world point. So that's the automatic conversion right there. And we're going to supply in there, we're going to define a new vector 3. So new vector 3, one of the parameters of this vector 3, first of all, mouse click position.x. So you're giving it the x coordinate to work with. Next one is the mouse click position.y. So that's the y coordinate to work with. And now our z depth position, right? So that will give everything it needs to define that. I'll just zoom in there so you can have a better, closer look at that. Now that I remember. And look, jumping down below, look, we can actually instantiate our object, but I'm just gonna just do a debug log again here, just so you can see that. So mouse, so world position, world click position. I'll just delete these. And this is gonna be world click position. And finally, I'm just going to instantiate. And what's that? It's our prefab, so prefab to instantiate. And well, we're going to give a world position, so world click position, and just a quaternion.identity, doesn't matter. And I'll just supply this transform as the parent. Okay, that's it. So now in here, back for our in our check for player mouse input method. So if input dot get mouse button down, I'm just going to say it's the 0, it's a left mouse button. Then I'm going to call this place prefab at 2D click position. Okay, and we're going to check this, check for this in update. So check for player mouse input. Done, and get rid of the start method in this case. And of course, this project is going to be up on my website as well, so you can go ahead and download it from there as well. And look, I need to just give it a prefab. So already you just made a 3D cube as a prefab, very basic. Let's hit save, and oh yeah, just remember lighting, just put auto generate on, otherwise yeah, there'll be a dark sort of scene. And just hit play, and there we go. Oh, and another thing, why don't I set my camera to orthographic, because it's supposed to be like a 2D game in this case, after all. And I'll just change that to orthographic projection, and then go ahead and hit play again. And there we go. So you can see the mouse position in pixels, and then the world click position, and it's a nice 0 for the Z position. So it's dependent on where your camera is in the world. So I gave it a 10, camera's at -10, it just adds the two together and becomes a nice 0. And there you go, it's working really nice and perfect. So we're just able to click and place things anywhere. Okay, well, thanks very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. And look, inshallah, I'll see you in a later video. I hope all of your good efforts, inshallah, they all come to fruition. So yeah, keep on doing the best that you can do. And look, keep on learning as well. And look, I'll see you, inshallah, in the next video. Bye.